city owner told me is the coward. It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl round. Trolls are everywhere they abound. They abound.
You need to leave.
It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl round. Trolls are everywhere they abound. They abound. It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy.
We're live.
Conspiracy theories swirl round. Trolls are everywhere they abound.
With the feed coming to us from Honey Badger Mom, live from Portland.
It's the show you gotta see.
You're fine, you're fine.
Action from Portland.
That woman was absolutely being very menacing.
Big ups.
That guy's chasing me to my car.
Hey, from Idaho. Good to see you.
Which, oh, that.
I've just been watching this for a while.
Ew.
Usually later at night, especially in the middle of the week, not too much action, but there aren't that many people out there, but you can see a bit of action going on there right now. Got the guy in the face mask there. He had kind of a stick and was waving it around there. They're fighting between the Patriots. It's a Patriot that we're watching with the camera here. And you've got the guy on the left there with the beard, just kind of protecting the ladies with the camera.
That's incredible.
So just watch and see. The ICE officials did come out just a little while ago while I was watching. But I just thought I'd go live here as stuff is happening here. Hey, D, good to see you.
I'm pretty sure
Got a few more people popping in here.
You think?
You can see the Antifa dude is doing something with the bottle there.
Imagine doing this for like 3 months.
Very nice people, apparently. AMC Kingdom, good to see you. Mayhem and Miracles, hey, hey. Okay, so you've got the guy in the blue and the green on the left are kind of protecting the ladies that are videoing the event here. So you've got the Antifa types. I'll just generally call them Antifa because they're faced up, got their faces covered. Son Howdy Studio, hey, whoop whoop, big ups. Ambulance is pulled up here. See what's going on here. Somebody live from Portland, Oregon. Honey Badger Mom is the feed that we're watching from X. I'm just eating some cashews here. We'll just listen in.
So that person just got released, I think, after being arrested.
So what's the point? Why bother?
Well, okay, so it depends on what. I don't know.
So
why
they get detained.
I'm gonna go to my car because my videos aren't loading.
So they'll get detained, cited. It depends on what they did. and then they'll release him either 4 hours. I think if it's more serious, they'll keep him for a little bit. But
Coming
then
in
they give him
from
a court date.
Portland, Oregon. That's where the feed is coming from. Mayhem and Miracles, good to see you. Railroad, big ups. Cindy Clark, hey, hey. Good to see you from Edmonton.
I feel like a big
He came and de-escalated when that guy was attacking people.
Anytime you want your head busted in, Nazi, I'll bust your head right to the building. Anytime, I'll fuck you up.
Richard, where are you going to put my coffee?
Ryan.
Lunatic fringe out there.
No.
Savannah, you always pick the good nights to come.
It's, yeah, for real.
Last time I ended up in the bushes.
Who are those people over there?
Get your popcorn out.
They look like normies. They look like normies.
We're watching Antifa outside of the ICE building in Portland, Oregon here, live.
Don't cause any problems. I find it ironic that so you're other people's house. As long as you go say something about Nigeria,
I'm Peter Humphreys, Vienna. Good to see you.
So that woman is still, like, I'm not even pointing the camera at her anymore. She's just sitting here staring at me.
Dimebag, hey, good to see you. It's about 11:06, or a little after 11 o'clock in Portland in the evening. So we're watching it kind of late. This is middle of the week. Not too many Antifa out on the streets there. They have to go to work in the morning at the barista.
I'll make sure I get it on video.
Thank you.
And by that, I mean I'll get it.
Oh, yeah.
Retaliating.
But there is a bit of fighting between the Patriots that are doing the videoing and Antifa that's out there.
They're not talking because they don't want to be identified.
And the ICE have come out. They will come out. And when ICE comes out, then the people from across the street there come over and join in against them. Clayton, hey, good to see you. It's about where I am here. It's 12 o'clock, midnight.
Sued the city.
You can hear the ICE reading the riot act. .708 in the UK. Hey, Don.
So bad. Oh, by the way, they put red paint.
You betcha, Clayton. We're up. Well, it's midnight. Still not too bad for me.
They did wash it out of the driveway, but there's still a lot in the sidewalk.
Where's that from?
I think it had to do with the Day of Remembrance, and they do that red.
Day of Remembrance for who?
Mr. Duggar.
Children who disappeared.
Good to see you.
That's what the last day.
Yeah, if anyone's new here just watching, hit that sub button. Sub up to the channel if you're just new here. Appreciate it. We'll be showing you more Antifa live feeds.
She's so
As
stupid,
I'm back at
depressing.
my home studio again here today.
Huh? Yes.
Enjoyed myself at the lake there for a little while. Mater, hey Mater, good to see you.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Ooh, that's not good. Thanks for the promotion, Sun Honey Studio. Like, share, subscribe. You bet.
She's gonna smear red paint on you.
It's a she?
I think. So the problem with these people is they are exceedingly violent, and if they get close to you, like as we saw tonight with the flagpole incident with Katie, they'll take that chance to hurt you, and they've already done it to me many times. I'm glad there's guys here. My security was amazing tonight and did everything he needed to do, and I know he wished he could have done more and prevented
That's
Katie
right.
from getting hurt too.
Katie was hit with a flagpole earlier in the feed. Hit in the face with a flagpole.
I'll take that and then tell it to write it in the style.
Hey, Brett. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, there aren't that many people out there, but they are violent.
These three right here, they're very violent.
Before I put this feed on here, the one guy
Yeah.
with his face covered there grabbed a pole and was swinging it around there, and a few of the guys were fighting with him.
Are we on TikTok live?
We're on a live.
Just wondering. I saw the clutch right. I'll back away.
Do you know how many times I've been assaulted down
No,
here?
I get you. I didn't mean to scare you like that. What platform is that?
X.
What?
X.
Oh, X. You can stream on
Yeah, the feed that we're watching is coming from X, a feed called Honey Badger Mom.
Yo, holy shit, he's bumping.
And she's been out there videoing for a number of years already, and is quite familiar with
Staff.
Antifa in Portland. I believe she lives in Portland or somewhere close by, because she's always out there.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. After I'm on both people.
I was gonna go live, but I was just trying to figure out what to do, what to
Toilet paper is getting scared.
whether to play music all night, like a radio DJ, or play some clips of some political stuff, or whether or not there was anything live that was interesting going on. And then I saw there were a few other people restreaming Honey Badger Mom here, and it was looking kind of interesting. The just before I put this on, the ICE, probably about 20 or 30 ICE police came out of the ICE building. and kind of stormed them, and I think arrested a couple of them there.
I don't know who's Sam.
Oh, yeah, and this feed is kind of what I would call glitchy. So just hang on a second here. Just let me see if I can refresh it here. See if we can get a fresh feed. If it glitches out on us here, oh, that would be bad if she doesn't start back up again. We'll just wait a little bit and see whether or not she'll come back in here again. If not, we can play a few of her clips that she has recorded in the meantime. Let's see. This is who she actually is right here.
Talked much yet about what happened the other night? That's my dog, one of them. I need to pet her. But I wanted to talk about what happened, and I'll see if I can do it without making notes. It was a pretty boring night on Saturday night. I had been at ICE the night before.
Hey, Snafu, good to see you.
I wasn't going to go, but I had a friend who called.
Yeah, be nice over there on Facebook.
If I was going, and he wanted to go with me to provide security. And Nick. And
I don't have any mods over there,
really
so
big dude.
Careful with what you say, because I'll
calling from the gym.
Come over there and then just block you.
So I said, sure. I'll go down there and you come with me. And that was Friday night, and we had a great night down there, actually. Nothing much happened, but I actually talked to a lot of the protesters. There were some that were friendly to me, and it turns out that was a really good thing that I got to connect with a few people there, because they were the ones.
And any mods over on
that helped me
on YouTube, if anyone is really acting up badly, just block them.
So I kind of was fooled.
You know, like
thinking,
a bad.
It's fine now. You know, this
Troll
is a
Central
really
troll or something like that.
Mellow group.
But they're pretty much asleep by now.
People, for the most part, there are people that were mouthy, but nobody that struck me like that was left there that was very violent. So.
Not like tonight. Okay, let's just do a quick reboot here on that one. See if she's live again here. Oh, she's not live. Holy mackerel. This is going to be tough, I think.
I actually talked to a lot of the protesters. There were some that were friendly to me, and it turns out that was a really good thing that I got to connect with a few people there, because they were the ones, besides Katie and Ryan, that helped me the next night. Anyway, so I kind of was fooled into thinking, oh, it's fine now. You know, this is a really mellow group.
If anyone is able to watch the X feed there and sees it come back again, let me know.
But
actually,
nobody that struck me like that was left there that was very violent.
I'm just going to duplicate this. Hang on a second.
Here. Anyway, Saturday night I got there late, and Katie was there, and I actually met another person.
Katie's the one that got
and
hit.
We chatted and talked about some things we'd seen, and she didn't want to go down there alone, so she walked over with me.
Hit in the head there with the stick there tonight.
Talked to some of the same protesters that I'd talked to the night before, and they were friendly, and they were the ones that actually helped me. And I'm grateful, very grateful for that. There's some decent human beings down there. Anyway, they do the shift change, which is when I usually leave after, because it's a 2-hour drive home for me. And the shift change was
okay, so
really
she's
low-key,
2 hours
and
from
I was
Portland.
in particular looking to film somebody in particular that I had talked to, also another person that had helped me later, and nothing really happened, but I had this woman get in my face, somebody who'd been very aggressive to me before, and she stuck a sign right up to my camera, which was right next to my face, and it blocked my whole view. So I just, with these fingers, took the bottom corner and pulled it down out of the way, and it fell out of her hands. And I was still filming, and I turned to like get a better view, get away from her, and she attacked me from behind. It was just, and it turned into an instant melee. She punched me in the head, I don't know how many times, and in my side I have a bruise under my right, on my boob, on my right hand side, and then this part is really sore, but I've got a couple knots in the back of my head, which does not feel great. And the whole time I was like, I cannot lose my phone. She broke my phone off of its metal hook that was attached to my body. And so I'm like, I actually stomped on my phone because there was somebody in block trying to grab it.
Honey Badger
And
Mom
that became a thing. She's
on
punching
X.
me while I'm trying to keep track of my phone, which is very important that I don't lose it. I finally get it picked up, and she has stopped hitting me. I don't know how long it went on, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, 10 seconds, I don't know, but she punched me several times. So I got on, just, I don't cry on camera. So I got on the phone with 911, and they were asking me if I would, where I was, and I couldn't think. I was in shock. I just said, I'm in front of the ICE building, and all I could think was the police aren't going to come because I said I was in front of the ICE building, and I said I'm going to walk across the street, and I think it's Bond and something, and she kept telling me, can you leave? And by the time I'd walked across the street, I was completely mobbed. That first bit of violence.
Yeah, this is interesting to listen to. This was, I think this was like last night, or no, Saturday that this happened, that she's talking about. And, you know, the problem is that the Portland police don't want to go out to any calls outside of that ICE building, if you listen to what she says. So even though she was injured, she was beat up by Antifa, they did not want to respond, and they told her to go several blocks away, you know, and that the police would meet up with her over there, because the police are deathly. The police have been beat up going there, and that's why they don't really feel, I don't know, it's as if they don't care to respond to anybody that's injured right in front of the ICE building at all.
I didn't know it at the time, but Katie was getting attacked at the same time that I was by somebody else. And if anybody's ever been around mobs,
and Katie is another,
you know what happens
podcaster.
When that match gets lit.
Hey, door knocker.
How people just go crazy. So then I had a whole bunch of people coming at me and filming me and yelling at me and getting closer to me. And the lady on the 911 call is saying, I need you to leave the area and go find the police. Can you leave the area? And I finally actually said, I can't effing leave the area. I am surrounded. And then I started to focus on the people in front of me, and I'm like, I saw this one person that was encroaching into my space closer and closer, very aggressive body language. And I'm like, I need you to get back. You need to get back. You need to get back. I look kind of almost calm in the video, but I was terrified. And I said, I'm going to pepper spray you if you don't get back. And they kind of like stepped forward, and I warned her, and I just sprayed her whole face, thinking it would stop her. Did not stop her. In fact, the look on her face, I've seen people be pepper sprayed before. I've only deployed it now 4 times since 2017.
Wow.
In very dangerous situations all over the West Coast. And the look on her face was not the typical look that I've seen when I've seen other people get.
Those people are crazy. Plus, they've probably been pepper sprayed before, you know, like what do you become immune to pepper spray after you've been to the Portland riots for the last 3 years? Like, unbelievable.
Pepper sprayed by the cops or whatever. Usually it's shock and like you just want to get away, and she just looked enraged. Okay, fair. I did tell her, warn her, but it didn't matter. Anyway, she just ran right at me.
Oh, okay, hang on.
So
I'm just going to stop this right here. And we've got the live coming back on here again. Hang on. Stand by for live popping back in here again. Here we go. Sorry for the break up there, but her feed is up and down. While I was watching, she's going up and down every whatever 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. So we'll just go to some canned footage, unless the live is back on, which she is back on again. Good to see everyone in there. Door knocker, welcome to the feed. Sky Lamar in there. Snafu. Railroaded.
So you're a Christian?
Mater. Cindy Clark coming in. I don't know. Her initials are CK. CK.
And then there was actually
I don't know. Maybe that somebody in the chat knows her. Honey Badger Mom. What her first name is, I don't know.
Just to.
Hey, good to see you, Walter.
Yeah,
Walter.
there was another man that met me up here that he stayed. I thought I was.
Thanks for joining the stream. Good to see you.
And so I didn't. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
And that's city
Walter.
property, so they're gonna let that burn, I'm sure.
Water creature. Going blind here. Thanks a lot for tuning in. This is right outside of the ice facility in Portland, Oregon, watching a live feed coming in from Honey Badger Mom from X.
So I've met a lot of people in that building, and they feel like they're being held hostage. And they don't have a lot of money, most of them. So finding another apartment that fits this criteria and then having to move would be very difficult.
And the compassion they have for illegal immigrants having to move.
Right? But they don't care about these people in this building.
Yeah, you've got people that live in apartment buildings right around there. I think it's who she's talking about, more so than the ICE facility itself. And the people, imagine living in the apartment buildings where you got to listen to the noise into the night,
You guys have to work tomorrow?
night after night with the people with the megaphones and stuff. Again, tonight there are not that many Antifa people out there.
So many of these people actually
On Saturday,
yeah, so they come out here and cause
I was
problems.
watching for a while.
So then these people
There's one, this lady in a wheelchair, unbelievable. She's not wearing anything. She's like bare-breasted, rolling around in her wheelchair. It was kind of hilarious. But she's not out there tonight.
So that I can follow you. You're a good man. Thank you for coming down. Filming. Everybody likes the lives.
Frequency 741. Hey, good to see you. Trump declared war on his people. Well, he's deemed Antifa as being a terrorist organization. And I've seen videos, even on PBS. Things are getting real. They're coming back out. Look out.
I don't know how far back we'll have to go.
Let's see if somebody else gets arrested. Check them out. Now, they come out whenever a vehicle wants to enter the facility or leave the facility. So, there you go. Oh, it looks like some kind of ambulance or something.
So they took somebody in that, and they pulled out, and they jumped out of the back and ran off, and they caught him.
Oh my god. They just want to look like the Keystone Cops.
It was
that biker in Chicago that got away from him.
Yeah. Well, they practiced the de-arrests.
No reply. Big ups. Brian Walsh.
Thanks, you guys.
Not a whole bunch of ice, but look like they're holding some kind of a line.
The irony, they're also in a group.
Yeah, right. Tough guys. Calling them pussies. Pirates, hey, good to see you. We are Antifa. There's always one Antifa in the crowd.
Work to people to be around, like doing this work.
We are
is,
Charlie
very, very
Kirk.
dark.
Stay in your cage, man! You're gonna bump into it again. Watch out!
Mink, yeah. Hit that sub button if you're just fresh new here. Appreciate your company.
It became obvious.
Yeah.
Check us out on YouTube if you're watching on the other streams. We're Tommy Temper Show on YouTube. And I'll be bringing you more of the protests and things like that are happening over the next little bit here. Now that Trump has deemed them as a terrorist organization, they're getting more violent and they're out more often.
Hey, get some TDS notification, bro.
This guy here is pretty violent. He was swinging his stick around there a little while ago, fighting with the Patriot streamers over here on this side. Yeah, right. Little purple or blue hair, or maybe a little pink hair. A little whacked out.
That kid? Yeah, if I saw him somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Tammy V, hey, good to see you.
Funniest thing is like when the black dude showed up. Like, none of them want to say picture of a black dude. That's like.
And what people don't know, there were 4 black dudes there.
Wasn't
that
the
night.
guy that they said assaulted a minor a black guy?
He was, and if he assaulted anyone,
Yeah, they're just a little bit whacked out. Where's the whacked out sound?
But I don't believe
Oh.
he did. I think he was defending himself.
Holy.
He was severely assaulted.
A little crazy out
There was
there.
guys-
And the guy in the blue shirt's wife assaulted you.
Yeah. Yes, she did. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm
Need
just
a better whacked
so
out sound.
salty that
How about?
Well, it's getting unbeatable. The more you talk about it, the more it gets out there. And I saw all these clips on Fox News, so getting national attention.
What does that mean?
Well-
1v1.
we really wanted there to be a spotlight on this.
I
because
see you
it's
like
such a
Trump.
disruptive,
That's good in my book.
such a disruptive thing for this neighborhood, and it's a demoralizing thing for these people who work here to have to deal with that and feel unsafe at their work and at their homes. They have family and kids, and their wives and children are at home, and they have to worry about that.
We used to live in Beaverton, take the maps.
Well, the ICE are armed, but they're not doing too much tonight as far as rebelling.
It really accelerated that. I moved
kind
out
of
Portland in 2013.
picking off the odd one here now,
2016,
here and there.
like you're see what's going on, and this adult lady starts yelling at my daughter's.
But you know, even for a night where there's hardly anybody out there, there's still some action.
They started out this way.
But definitely not as much action.
Hey, you guys,
as
I'm
we've
going to
seen
sign
before.
off because I'm getting tired.
Oh no. Well, if she signs off, we'll go over some of the footage from some of the other nights there. We'll see what else we can bring you here. Hang on. Let me move into my studio here. Let me go back to her other feed here. Hang on, where we were listening to what happened to her when she was out there just the other night. Let's just listen to this one here. Then we'll go over a little bit of other footage. So this won't be live, obviously, but we'll go over some of what Antifa has been up to here lately.
Lifted me right out of my tennis shoes that are not loose. Like, the next thing I know, I am in this like hole in the sidewalk that has plants in it, and she is just punching me wherever she can. And the weird thing is, I say she, I assumed it was a she because this person did not hit like a man. I know men hit harder than that. I know it. I know it. Even a smaller man hits way harder than that. But it still hurt. And so I'm like, this is a woman, and it was.
Well, you never know, because there's a lot of people are transvestites. So even though they look like a woman, they could very well be a man. You know what I mean? So yeah, and a lot of the people are transvestites that are part of the Antifa in Portland. So maybe it was a man. Well, maybe it used to be a man who's now changed into a woman. You know, if that's really a thing, I don't know. I'm beginning to, I thought, okay, yeah, people can do things like that. But anyways.
She was like mushy, like just like there was just all she had on her was fat and no muscle. So I was thinking, this is a woman, and I just was like, all I could think was, where did my phone go? Where did my phone go? Because they'll take your phone, and I was on the line with 911, so it was open. And I ended up, the protesters, some of the ones I had been talking to, pulled her off me. And I will say that there are
if you're just watching, hit that sub button if you can. Appreciate it.
These people.
Thanks for following.
For helping me. Saying I deserved it, and that was wrong. That they kept me from getting what I deserved. Which is so crazy to me. But I'm grateful for them. There were at least 6 or 7 of them. And they know who they are. And I will tell their story anytime. For anything that they want to talk about, I will let them be heard. You know, it's one of the things is the protesters think that.
You know, like I've been in that situation where you are surrounded, where you're at a protest and you're like the odd man out. You're the patriot. Antifa is there. I've been in situations where they've been poking in front of me with umbrellas and stuff like that to prevent me from videoing or whatever. And it's not a good feeling. It's a terrible feeling. And you're very, very vulnerable. And so and where she is dealing with the Portland Antifa, it's extremely vulnerable. And many people have been just attacked to the point where they don't go out there anymore. But she's like such a patriot that even though she's been attacked numerous times, she still goes out there to document what's going on. It's incredible.
We're not fair. And I said, you just have to talk to us. I mean, like, I'm willing to listen to anybody and interview anybody. Anyway, they pull this person off of me. And of course, that person is now hurting because they have been thoroughly soaked in pepper spray. And I'm just dazed. I didn't even want to get up. I just wanted the whole world to disappear. I was very disassociated. and nothing hurt. I couldn't feel anything by that point. And the one woman checked me out, and I'm like, where's my phone? I picked up this phone, and it was actually my attacker's phone, but I didn't know it. And I tried to put my code in,
Nuts and
and it
crackers.
didn't work.
Big ups.
And this
Good to
kid
see ya.
that goes by Red ran up and gave me my phone and put his hand out, and I gave him back the other phone. It didn't even occur to me to keep somebody else's phone, though I should have. Anyway,
Yeah.
I just didn't. It would have.
Yeah. Are you ready for digital ID? Yeah, exactly. You know what? And digital currency is next, because then you can't like trade like a bundle of 2x4s for a couple hours worth of work or something like that. Digital ID, so they can track you wherever you're going, whatever you're doing. Start to put together anything that you ever do wrong in your life, make it so that you can't get on a bus, pay for to go on public transit or something like that. It's just so it's so terrible. Curly Mo, hey, good to see you.
Would have been a bad idea if I had done that, I think. So
Curly May, Q.
The phone is still on and on with 911.
I was thinking Curly Mo and Larry.
And the woman is like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I am not okay. I am not okay. Somebody's checking me out right now, but I'm not okay. Where are the police?" And she's like, "You're going to have to leave the area to find them." And I had actually seen several cop cars go by. No sirens, no lights. And it was just a miracle I even saw them up on Macadam. And she said they're parked behind the ICE building further down. And they were actually turned out to be right behind the ICE building. But I was like, how am I even going to get there? But at this point, these people were trying to make their getaway. Everybody was trying to leave. And the protesters that helped me walked with me up the hill and to where the cops were and made sure that I was okay. And one of them has even messaged me on Twitter saying what happened was not okay and should have never happened, and that many people thought that should not have happened. She talked to some people down there.
Pretty sad.
I'm not going to say, who it was, but so.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
I said to the cops, where were you guys? Well, we can't go down there because there's probably not enough of us and we could get attacked. The excuses they've always used. So, I just gave them my story, and there was an ambulance there, and they looked at me and they wanted to know if I wanted to go. And I said, I don't want to go to OHSU. I'll just drive myself to Lebanon and get checked out there, where I know there's not a bunch of leftists in the ER, and I don't have to worry about that. So
holy,
I got checked out in the ER there.
It's pretty bad when you have to worry about who's in the hospital.
Had a CAT scan and x-rays and an EKG, because I think it was stress. I felt like just my heart hurt, and I was just super stressed out, and I couldn't really, I was in pain, but I couldn't feel specifically where things were. But I have lumps back here, and this side of my neck is tender. My lower back is completely out of whack. I have a spot under my rib.
So again, if you just came in, this is Honey Badger Mom on X. We were watching her feed earlier. This is, I think this happened to her on Saturday, just a few days ago, where she was attacked, surrounded by Antifa, in front of the ICE building in Portland. And she's just recounting what happened to her. The biggest thing is that she was surrounded. She was attacked. And then she got on her phone to call for help from the police. The police didn't want to come out because she was too close to the ICE building, and they're afraid to send the police in anywhere near the ICE building in Portland. So, a lot of help the police were. So they told her to go at least a couple of blocks away from the ICE building before the police could help her. Unbelievable.
Here, and then on the other side, and something on my leg, just basically I think everywhere that I got punched or kicked. And then now I need to chase down, we figured out who did this, but we have to find them. And it sounds like
Lebanon, Oregon.
that I'm expected to do all the work of identifying people. So anyway, if you've listened this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate you and everybody's support and calls and prayers. And I'm good. I'm not done.
Yeah. As you can see, because she was out there tonight doing her thing, and definitely a patriot, quite a patriot. Oh, hang on here. I'm looking a little bit low here. I'm feeling a little low. Hang on. Let me see if I can bring myself up here a little bit in the feed. It's been a while since I've been at my studio here in Edmonton. I've been out at the lake for a little while there. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let me see what else we can come up with here. Here's a little bit about, I don't know. Oh, this was a little bit earlier in the feed. Let's see if we can watch a little bit here.
I know what it is. It will not leave us alone. My last live just got popped off. I don't know why. And that guy that got into it with her came over here to help. So
actually,
thankful.
Let me put something on here from this won't be live, obviously, but I'll put on some of what she was doing there maybe a little while ago, and give you a little bit of what the action was like. We'll watch something from maybe a couple of nights ago or something here. This is all. She's got lots of different feeds from. This is let's see, about 4 hours ago. So let's check out this one here. Stand by. We'll watch this one here. This is 4 hours ago. And this is when they arrested someone down there. They're carrying the guy out.
Depriving American citizens of their rights under full authority. That is a major felony. And you won't be arrested for it today and not next month, but you will eventually be called to court. One day while you are sitting in your shitty little apartment, the knock will come at 5 in the morning. The knock will come at 5 in the morning, and it will be the FBI.
Use some pepper balls. Air's a little spicy.
Ladies are in ribbon skirts and Native American. Here, saying these men are weak. Touching the blue line.
Miller Pebble, hey,
but,
good to see you.
We all
Pepper
have
balls. Haggis, yeah. In
risk
the UK. That's funny. Beaver Squad, hey, good to see you. Yeah, leave Brett alone in the chat. Mods, leave Brett alone. Anyone that's a mod, leave Brett alone. So that would be nice if you did that. Appreciate that. Anyways, that was about 4 hours ago when somebody got pepper sprayed and they got taken away, whatever, that kind of thing. Let me just pull up some good ones here from the last little while here. Stand by. Let me just go forward a little bit here to my keyboard. I don't usually keyboard too much on this thing, but I'm not a keyboard warrior like some people. Hang on here. because there have been some pretty interesting things that happened over the last few days. Let's go here. This one here is a good one. Hang on, let me just set it up a little bit here. Some of these are real short bits here, but can take a look here at what's happening. This is pretty crazy, this one here. Hang on. This is, I don't know how long ago this was, but these are going to be some shots of Antifa in days gone by. This was posted 7 hours ago. When this happened, I don't know. I can't vouch for it, but this is some of what happens. Okay, we're going to turn that music off here. And yeah, somehow somebody was trying to set something on fire there and ended up setting himself on fire. So not a good situation. You can see he's running around like crazy there. So yeah, hopefully nobody got injured on that one there. I won't show too much more of it there, at least with the guy. But big fireball happening out there in the streets. That's the kind of stuff that that Antifa does. You know, it's not all great stuff, that's for sure. Oh yeah, there's this one here where
thank you, Fred, for saving me.
Yeah, this one here is Fred over
Yeah, dude, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Fred, this one here is happening over in the UK. This is for those of you in the UK, if you know a guy by the name of Charlie Veach in the UK. There's an Antifa. I don't even know if it's Antifa, but it's a guy that's got a face mask on who's approaching him, and he gets taken care of by Charlie Veach's right-hand man, bodyguard. So watch the guy right above me here. Watch as he gets closer to them.
All right. Show.
There you go. So
Yeah,
apparently he had his hand in his pocket there. You know, they don't know whether he had a knife in his pocket or whatever, but he was told to stand back, whatever, and the guy didn't stand back. So
let's go. Let's get out of here. Thank you, Fred, for saving me there. He came for you with a knife in his
there. Yeah, they think he had a knife in his pocket or something.
Show.
So that's what happens to Antifa over in the UK. Thanks a lot to Charlie Veach for that particular feed. And yeah, let's see. Antifa member in Portland tried to chase me out of their rally. And this is actually a pretty good one. This is a guy by the name of Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley. If anyone knows Nick Shirley, he's actually pretty good. He's kind of a patriot type guy. You know, he doesn't really, you know, push his agenda on one side or the other, but Nick Shirley goes out and does a lot of interviews with people. And he was out at the Antifa event in Portland, and he gets pretty much harassed. And in this particular case here, this is where he's getting chased by an Antifa dude. And the Antifa dude gets the crosshairs and the green laser. And if you can see up on the rooftops there, there's, well, actually, it's pretty hard. You can't see in this shot. But there are ICE officials or ICE soldiers, whatever you want to call them, police up on the top of the buildings there, and they've got lasers on their guns. I'm not sure what kind of guns they are, whether they're bullets or rubber bullets or whatever. But anyways, they're able to, you know, beam their lasers down on people and aim and whatever, take target practice, that kind of thing. So anyways, what happens is Nick Shirley is an Antifa member in Portland, Oregon, tried to chase me out of their rally, threatening to smoke me. And DHS snipers on the roof of the building hit him with a nice little F around, find out, as snipers put lasers on his chest. What do these people have to fear if they are peacefully protesting? Check this out.
Get the fuck out.
Hey, what are you
Get
doing?
the fuck out
Hey,
of here, man.
I didn't do anything.
Hey, get the fuck out
You
of
get
here.
out of here. Don't try to hit me.
Get out of here.
Well, I have
Get
no.
out of here. Don't come back.
Get away
If
from
I
me.
see you again,
Get away from me, sir.
dude, get the
Where are
fuck
you? You're pushing me onto the road.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let me move. Let me get out. If you're gonna let me get out.
Fucking walk.
Hey, sir, stop it.
Fucking walk.
Stop.
Walk, motherfucker.
What are you doing? Why are you so mad? I didn't do anything.
You did.
What did I do?
Walk.
Oh, shoot. I think I just messed it up there. Hang on. How the hell did that happen? Let me go back again here. I'll play it one more time here. Hang on.
You get out of here. Don't try to hit me.
Get out of here.
Well, I have
Get
no.
out of here. Don't come back.
Get away
If I
from
see
me.
you again,
Get away from me, sir.
dude, get the
Where are
fuck.
you? You're pushing me onto the road.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let me move. Let me get out. If you're gonna let me get out.
Fucking walk.
Hey, sir, stop it.
Fucking walk.
Stop.
Walk, motherfucker.
What are you doing? Why are you so mad? I didn't do anything.
You did.
What did I do?
Walk.
I haven't done anything.
Walk, motherfucker. Do not come back.
Watch out.
You come back, I'm gonna fucking smoke you, dude.
Really?
Yes, really. I'm
Why?
gonna smash that fucking camera.
He says, I'm going to smoke you, dude.
Stop it. Stop. Sir, stop it.
Stop sticking your camera in people's fucking face.
I have the right to be here.
Okay, did I say?
I have the right to be here. I have the right to film. You have DHS watching you right there.
Yeah. Okay, do you see that? Do you see that green light up where he's pointing there? Well, not the green light that's on his chest is his microphone, so disregard that. But you can see he's pointing up to the top of the ice building, and there's a sniper up there with a green laser on his rifle. But watch where the green laser hits here. Hang on.
Lasered on you. You have a
do
sniper
nothing.
lasered on you right now.
I don't give a fuck.
Stop it.
Stop
You-
sticking your camera in people's face.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay?
You have a sniper on you right now. You have a sniper on you right now.
Yeah. In fact, I think he had a red laser and a green laser, the sniper there. So, yeah, kind of interesting that happened. Actually, some of what Nick Shirley was doing was kind of interesting.
Hey, what?
Let's actually see what else Nick had. Let's see. Let me see if I can find any other clips from Nick. I know that he posted that one in particular, but let's see what else he says. Oh, actually, Nick has had he goes all over the place. So, yeah, the previous place that he was at was some kind of an LGBTQ thing here.
Oregon, you had the governor of Oregon leading a march of a few hundred people in the streets of Portland as they chant, "Show me what democracy, this is what democracy looks like," and they're chanting, "Troops in Oregon, we say no, ho ho, he he," something like that. But there is the governor of Oregon leading the protest.
Yeah, the governor of
Right
Oregon.
now on the streets of Portland, Oregon, you have the governor
And
of
probably
Oregon
the mayor of Oregon there as well.
in the streets of Portland as they chant.
Yeah, so they're so lefty over there in Oregon. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's see. Meanwhile, in Canada, an Antifa member who works for the Canadian military. Oh yeah, that was another thing that was discovered. That remember you had the what was the guy's name? The American religious guy that came to Canada and went to Quebec, and he was doing his thing in a church, and he got smoke bombed. Well, apparently the guy that was that did that smoke bomb was a lefty in the Canadian military. That's apparently is what we're discovering that one of the news organizations in Canada here came up with. So, yeah, kind of interesting. Here's the clip of what might have happened. Okay, this is the clip on that. So this happened in Canada, and this is in Montreal, and this is where they figure out who this guy is. And actually, I was watching this video, and this guy has exactly the same glasses on as the guy that did the smoke bombing. And in this clip, he also is wearing exactly the same running shoes as the guy that did the smoke bombing in the church. in Canada. But let's watch this clip here. This is, we'll say, we found him, the alleged smoke bomber, and his shocking links to Antifa inside Canada's military. Mark Carney's Liberal government appears to be employing Antifa extremists inside the federal institutions, even within our national defense system, is what this is billed out as.
J'ai quelques questions pour vous, Monsieur Lepage. Est-ce que vous pouvez me confirmer si c'est vous sur cette image-ci, Monsieur Lepage?
There you can see the picture of the guy when he was pictured at the church when he did the smoke bombing. That's the guy himself right there, and he's not answering any questions. So yeah, it's pretty much the assumption is that he's the guy.
Avez-vous des liens avec les Antifa?
Est-ce que je ressemble à quelqu'un que j'ai ça être une enquête citoyenne, là, quelque chose de même, mais.
Okay, if you recall, this is the incident right here, where he throws a smoke bomb.
Hey, c'est quoi ton problème? We found the thug who allegedly smoke bombed a Christian worship service, and he appears to be linked to an Antifa cell operating within Canada's Department of National Defense. At Ribbon News, we did what the Montreal police should have done. We launched a reward campaign to identify and track down the criminal who thought he could get away with attacking a church using incendiary devices. Not only did we find him, but in the process...
Okay, that's the guy right there. Now look close. He's wearing white running shoes with black tips on them. Right at the very toe, you can see the black tips. And then he's got some kind of black labeling on the side of him there. This guy here in this shot is wearing the suspenders, but look at his face. He's wearing the glasses and whatever. Definitely, I would say that it's the same guy. You know, like, come on. He's caught on video, for God's sakes. And the funny part about this is that even though they've identified who it is, they phoned the police about it, but the police in Quebec don't want to do anything about it. So yeah, kind of weird on this one here. And the guy that is doing the church whatever musical service thing is an American, and he's a MAGA Trump supporter in the States, and that's why Antifa is outside of the church protesting him, and that's why this guy here, who appears to be associated with Antifa, attacks him with a couple of smoke bombs. This is him walking into the church here, and then watch, you'll see he actually throws 2 smoke bombs inside of the church, for God's sakes.
We may have uncovered a serious national security breach. The alleged smoke bomber is Gabriel Lepage, an employee at the Long Point military base, working under the Department of National Defense. Is that why he knew how to handle incendiary devices? What kind of training is being given within the military that could enable this sort of attack? Our investigation also uncovered what appears to be strong ties between Lepage and Antifa radicals, something even more concerning. And you will see the evidence in this report. Antifa is not just a fringe ideology. It's a dangerous network of extremists willing to engage in violence. That's why President Donald Trump declared Antifa a terrorist organization. But what is the Liberal government doing here in Canada? Shockingly, they appear to be employing these...
Okay, now look close. He's wearing those running shoes, the white running shoes in this video coming out of the church there.
Extremists within federal institutions tasked with our national security, and worse, shielding them from accountability. Tips we received suggest that Lepage colleagues were well aware of the viral videos showing the church attack. We were also told that he allegedly met with his superior about it, yet no one contacted the police. Instead, he allegedly went on a nearly 2 months leave. Coincidence? When you will see my direct interaction with the alleged perpetrator, you need to ask yourself, do we have an Antifa cell embedded within our own military? And who exactly is this man who seems capable of summoning Antifa members to confront and attack us almost instantly? We must ask,
And he attacks
could
her,
this
the
national
reporter,
security
too.
breach
Antifa
be the
dude.
result of the military obsession with wokeness? This is a story that deserves international
code, yeah.
attention. Antifa radicals,
Miller.
potentially embedded and protected within our federal institutions. Gabriel Lepage allegedly threw 2 smoke bombs into a church, an act that could constitute both hate crimes and mischief under the criminal code. And what did the union and the Ministry of Defense do? I want you to see the full interaction for yourself and witness how the police refused to arrest him, instead threatening me with harassment for daring to expose a man suspected of a violent crime and possibly part of an extremist network operating within our military. Before I let you see the full video, please go over standwithalexa.com to chip in what you can to make sure I can continue to do my journalism and to expose what needs to be exposed. Monsieur Gabriel Lepage, bonjour. Mon nom c'est Alexandra Lavoie, je suis journaliste pour Rebel News. Comment allez-vous?
Yeah.
J'ai quelques questions pour vous, Monsieur Lepage.
Apparently he likes wearing those suspenders a lot.
Je voudrais vous demander, est-ce que c'est vous sur cette image-ci? Est-ce que vous pouvez me confirmer si c'est vous sur cette image-ci, Monsieur Lepage?
You know, so I was kind of watching
me dire,
this bit here, and like I'd stopped it in places where I could see his shoes. He's wearing absolutely the same shoes in this bit where the reporter goes after him as he was wearing in the church. And he's wearing the same glasses too. If you look at the picture of him, she's got a picture of him right there that she's confronting him with. And he's wearing exactly the same glasses. Like, for sure it's the same guy.
C'est vous qui avez lancé 2 bombes fumigènes dans l'église Ministerios Restauration en juillet dernier? Est-ce que vous admettez avoir lancé 2 bombes fumigènes dans l'église Ministerios Restauration, Monsieur Gabriel Lepage? Pourquoi vous êtes parti en maladie pendant un certain temps après que ça s'est passé? Quel type...
I'm just surprised that the guy keeps his composure, you know, and she's badgering him, you know, over the whole thing, and he doesn't attack her, doesn't hit her, doesn't do anything. But he's got his buddies who come up, you know, black bloc dressed that do definitely attack her.
De données que vous manipulez à la Défense nationale, Monsieur Gabriel Lepage?
Poor girl.
Est-ce que vous saviez qu'il y avait une récompense pour retrouver la personne qui a lancé 2 bombes fumigènes dans l'église Ministerios Restauration? Est-ce que vous êtes capable de confirmer que c'est vous sur cette image? Hein, Monsieur Lepage? Est-ce que vous pensez que vous devriez faire face à des conséquences si c'est vous qui avez lancé les 2 bombes fumigènes? Est-ce que vous êtes... Est-ce que vous seriez d'accord que j'appelle la police en ce moment? Qu'est-ce que vous pensez qu'il devrait arriver à quelqu'un qui lance 2 bombes fumigènes dans une église? Est-ce que c'est parce que vous haïssez les chrétiens ou c'est parce que vous haïssiez Sean Fort? Pensez-vous que vous devriez faire face à des charges si vous avez lancé ces 2 bombes fumigènes-là? L'Église a subi plusieurs dommages. On parle de milliers de dollars de dommages. Pensez-vous que la personne qui a lancé ces 2 bombes fumigènes-là devrait payer pour les dommages à cette Église? Oui, bonjour. Est-ce que je parle à la SPVM?
Exact, oui.
Oui, j'ai trouvé un suspect pour l'homme qui aurait tiré les 2 bombes fumigènes dans l'église Ministerios Restauration à Montréal. Je suis présentement avec lui.
To tell the police that they found the smoke bomber.
Oui. Monsieur Lepage, est-ce que vous voulez dire quelque chose à la police? Oui, effectivement. Il est à côté de moi en ce moment.
Excellent, c'est très apprécié, madame. Votre nom, s'il vous plaît?
Alexandra Lavoie. J'ai la photo qui a été prise à l'intérieur de l'église cette journée-là. Et je demande à M. Lepage, Gabriel Lepage, si vous reconnaissez l'homme en question sur cette image. Je vois que vous semblez très nerveux. Pouvez-vous me dire qu'est-ce qui se passe? Pouvez-vous me dire si vous avez lancé les deux bombes fumigènes, M. Lepage?
He starts talking to him in English here right away.
Est-ce que vous avez des liens avec certaines manifestations?
Et Egg, puis en ce moment, j'ai deux personnes que je connais.
Okay, he phones the police and says that he's being followed, whatever, you know, accosted by the reporter. So he phones the police right here. She phones the police to say that he's the smoke bomber who bombed the church, and he's saying, oh well, she's harassing him.
Je connais pas du tout, puis Marcel, qui me suivent, me pose des questions sur des choses qui... Je sais pas de quoi ils parlent, mais ils sont vraiment excitants. C'est deux personnes vêtues de noir qui portent un t-shirt qui s'appelle...
Vous pouvez le dire, on est journaliste.
This is almost a two-part story. You know, the first part is that you know, the American MAGA Trump-supporting preacher who's doing his musical gig in a church in Canada gets smoke bombed. That's the first thing. The second thing is that they find the smoke bomber, but the third thing is that the police in Canada not only don't want to do anything about the fact that this news organization has found the guy, the smoke bomber, but in fact they give her shit for harassing him.
Monsieur Gabriel Lepage,
pas journaliste.
On est journaliste.
Donc c'est deux personnes qui se disent journalistes en ce moment puis qui font de l'harcèlement de rue là. Donc
Like this is
Pas d'harcèlement,
unbelievable.
monsieur. On vous pose des questions.
Like what the hell's the matter with the police in
La
Canada?
photo,
You know, like they're
pas
not
mal
out to
ressemblante, hein?
protect
Est-ce que vous trouvez? Trouvez-vous qu'elle est très ressemblante? On va
anyone
la mettre à côté
except
de
the
vous.
perpetrator, Antifa.
Trouvez-vous qu'elle vous ressemble, cette image, monsieur? Pensez-vous que, avec toutes les photos en ligne, la récompense offerte, que on n'allait jamais découvrir qui avait lancé les deux bombes fumigènes? Vous voulez pas nous dire pourquoi vous auriez fait ça?
There's the police. Watch
J'ai
this.
appelé le SPVM parce que c'est le suspect dans l'affaire de les deux bombes fumigènes. J'ai appelé, monsieur.
Look at, she tells them that she found this smoke bomber, and the police car drives away.
personnes qui me disent qu'ils vont tuer, qu'ils vont me traquer, qu'ils vont non suivre. Non, il n'y a pas d'enjeu de mort là. non, mais c'est ça là, donc je suis suivi depuis 30 minutes. Prétention journalistique, là, je les connais pas, là, qui disent qu'ils vont...
Hey, thanks a lot, David. Appreciate the sub. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm in Canada. In Edmonton.
Mais je vous le dirai pas en ce moment. Vous l'avez dans vos...
And I'm just
And
asking
David, thanks a
Mr.
lot.
Lepage if it's him on this picture. The picture was taken inside of the church. This picture is the same man who threw the two smoke bombs inside of the Ministerios Restauration Church. But Mr. Lepage doesn't want to answer if he did throw the two smoke bombs or if it's him on this picture. He said that we are not journalists, but I wonder why, because he said, I don't want to talk with Rebel News, but the only people who are saying that they don't want to talk with Rebel News mainly are far left. So I asked Mr. Lepage if he has any ties with Antifa or any other kind of group as Queer for Palestine. And now he's playing the victim by calling the SPVM. I think he was calling the SPVM. I can't see in his phone, but we are still waiting for the SPVM to arrive. What do you think should happen to someone who threw two smoke bombs inside of a church or inside of the mosque or at a pride parade? You believe that the National Defense should continue to hire someone who
In the
actually threw
basement.
two smoke bombs inside of a church? with two supervisors about the viral video of the man who threw the two smoke bombs. Ce que je peux voir, en tout cas, la personne porte les mêmes lunettes, le même style de lunettes que vous. Un petit peu plus de barbichette, là. J'ai entendu dire aussi que vous portez souvent des straps.
Something in the bag.
Didn't go to the gym today, so I'm doing my gym right now. I found an alleged thug.
Maybe he's got more smoke bombs in the bag.
Better we keep an eye on him. Oui, bonjour. J'ai appelé il y a à peu près une demi-heure pour avoir de l'aide du SPVM, puisque j'ai trouvé un suspect dans l'affaire des deux bombes fumigènes qui a été lancé dans l'église Ministerios Restauration en juillet dernier.
OK. Mais pouvez-vous arrêter de le suivre, s'il
You're
vous plaît?
okay in my books.
Pour quelle raison?
Ben là, parce que c'est du harcèlement que vous êtes en train de faire envers lui, là. Lui, il nous a appelé également, là.
Je vous mentionne que cet homme est fortement suspecté d'avoir lancé les deux bombes fumigènes à l'intérieur d'une église en plein service religieux qui est...
C'est quoi votre nom?
C'est Alexandra Lavoie.
Qui c'est votre tiens maintenant? Let's go, on décalisse. Tu décalisses. Tu décalisses.
Look at this.
Go, tu décalisses.
His frickin' Antifa friends show up, which these guys were outside of the church too, right? Like if you were watching the video, like before the smoke bomb happened and after, there were a whole bunch of Antifa types outside of the church along with this bomber guy. And, you know, they're all friends. They all know each other, right? So right here, his Antifa dudes show up all, you know, done up to, you know, save him from the poor girl reporter. Unbelievable.
Il y a un homme violent qui vient d'arriver, qui vient de nous menacer, là.
OK, John, viens-t'en.
Envoie la police, OK?
Moi, appelez la police parce qu'il y a un homme violent ici.
Appeler un Uber à la place.
Non, non, j'ai dit tu décalisses.
Vous savez de qui que vous avez avec vous? Un homme qui a présumément lancé deux bombes fumigènes à l'intérieur d'une église, monsieur? Ah, monsieur? Est-ce que vous savez c'est qui que vous êtes en train de protéger? Est-ce que vous êtes un Antifa, monsieur? Est-ce que vous faites partie des Antifa? Est-ce que vous faites partie des groupes là, comme Pink Bloc, puis Queer for Palestine, puis ces autres groupes anarchistes? En passant, il fait extrêmement chaud. Je ne sais pas pourquoi vous vous couvrez le visage en pleine journée. Seulement les personnes Antifa ou des gens qui ont des choses à cacher, en fait, sont en train de se cacher le visage. So we have that man that just appeared out of nowhere, trying to save Gabriel Lepage, who is strongly suspected to have threw two smoke bombs inside of a church. Vous savez aussi que c'est un acte criminel d'aider à quelqu'un qui a commis un acte criminel de ne pas faire face à ses conséquences. Est-ce que vous êtes au courant de ça, monsieur?
He's got his black bloc helmet with him there. You see that?
C'est quoi ça? Je vais montrer que vous avez un vélo et vous pouvez le manipuler.
We know the SPVM doesn't like rebel news and they don't do anything to protect you. But you
That's
know
the police
who he is
force.
now, you know where he works, and you can give the SPVM all of his information. And if they don't do something about it, then we know that the SPVM are as bad as we
That's
think they are.
Sheila Gunn Reed. I know her personally.
Lancer deux bombes fumigènes à l'intérieur d'une
Lives
église,
just outside of Edmonton here.
Savez-vous que cette histoire a été internationale? Je vous laisse réfléchir à ce sujet, mais on va se revoir.
French
Bonne
kiss.
journée, Monsieur Lepage.
Décalif! Décalif! Ah ouais, décalif! Tu décalif, esti! Tu décalif!
Hey, c'est quoi ton problème?
Tu décalif!
Est-ce que c'est ton ami? Est-ce que c'est ça?
Tu décalif!
Vous êtes un Antifa, monsieur?
Ah, you see that? What happened?
Did you saw that? I just got attacked by
Wow.
what it seems like Antifa thug that are protecting Gabriel Lepage, who is working for the National Defense. Can you believe that this is Canada 2025 under Mark Carney, that this kind of people can work for the National Defense? He actually kind of broke my camera, but we are not safe in Montreal for doing what the SPVM should do. by actually finding the people who are doing criminal offense. Wow, I'm in shock. As we can see, I think like the car who passed by with like the green hair woman seems to have actually picked up Gabrielle Lepage in question. Wow.
The green-haired woman involved now.
Oui, un suspect, puis on vient de se faire attaquer par des présumément Antifa amis de cet homme-là.
Qu'est-ce que vous voulez dire Antifa?
Ben, des hommes masqués, tout en noir, qui ont sorti de nulle part à sa rescousse, là. Ils l'ont même, je pense qu'ils l'ont pris en auto.
Vous savez pas c'est quoi des Antifa, puis vous êtes la SPVM?
Non, je sais pas c'est quoi des Antifa.
According to my sources, after our interaction with Gabrielle Lepage, the Department of National Defense met with employees and warned them not to leak information about this situation to the media. But imagine for a minute that is not a church who was attacked, but a mosque. What would have been the treatment? This needs to be shared widely, so please share it. In conclusion, when I returned to the front of the military base to film my introduction, a private security agent from National Defense crossed over to my side of the street and appeared to take a photo of me, even though he later denied it. I sent an email to the Long Point military base, the Department of National Defense, the Minister of National Defense, and the Union. I asked them to confirm whether the man involved in the church incident is, in fact, their employee, Gabrielle Lepage. We were informed that Lepage met with two of his supervisors regarding the church videos, and I requested confirmation of that allegation. I gave them 24 hours to respond. At the time this report was published, none of them had replied. We will keep you updated as more information becomes available. The SPVM investigation is still ongoing, and they have
he's American, that guy right there. Wow.
As you were able to see, Antifa want to destroy me. They want to attack me. I'm not safe anymore. And I want to continue to bring you the other side of the story. I want to continue to expose what needs.
Unbelievable story. This is where we are here in Canada. It's like gotten to the point that it is a terrible, terrible place to live. It's like we don't have any police supporting, right-wingers. If you're a right-winger in Canada, you're in the minority, for God's sakes. And it's the left-wingers, the Antifa types and whatever, And there are those out there that go, "Oh, Tommy Temper, you call everyone Antifa that you don't like or whatever." No, I don't. But there are those out there that are definitely in that ilk, Absolutely. That's not very good at all. Yeah. There you go. That's I saw that story, and it was not a good situation. Here's Sean Feucht, Feucht, and this is what he has to say about the situation. Let's bring him on here. Hang on a second. Yeah, I guess he found out about that story, so here's the bit from him. Now, he's American. He's a MAGA supporter, and he's the one that got smoke bombed.
All right, this is some wild breaking news, guys. This is unbelievable. And you know what? It's also a testimony to so many of you out there that have been praying for us. So, do you remember earlier this summer, we were worshiping inside of a church in Montreal when a man broke through police ranks and threw 2 smoke bombs on stage? You remember that moment? It went viral around the world. Well, guess what? Today, they have officially identified the alleged smoke bomber. Here's the crazy part about it. He apparently works inside of the Canadian military as a defense contractor, and he's been operating a secret Antifa cell that starting today is beginning to be exposed. I'm telling you guys, I could feel the darkness. There is so much more to this story that's going to come out. Please keep praying. God is exposing it all. The forces of darkness will not win. God is on the throne. Hallelujah. Amen.
Wow. Yeah. So, you know, I'm not a, you know, per se a religious guy. You know, I'm, you know, of a Christian background, you know, being in Canada here. But, you know, all I can say is that I'm on this guy's side in that it doesn't matter what you're doing. You should have the right to for religious expression, you know, and to do what you want to do, but not do things that are like throwing smoke bombs and being violent and things like that. Like we saw the smoke bomb, and then you saw his buddies, the Antifa dude there, attack the reporter because she was exposing the fact that he was the one that did it. And this guy here, Sean, he's gone to various provinces in Canada and had his venue thrown out, you know, where he wanted to do his preaching, and they said, no, you can't. Shut down in lots of major cities all across Canada. He actually did a show in Edmonton, in my city, which Alberta is kind of a conservative province, which is, you know, on the side of the Republicans, that kind of thing. We allowed him to do his show at our legislative grounds in Edmonton here. I didn't attend it myself, but, you know, I heard that it went okay. I don't know if Antifa was there at all, but yeah, he definitely had his say about that whole thing. So yeah, interesting with that. Interesting, very interesting. Let's see what else we have that's new with Antifa here. Here's one here coming in, breaking. This is by Katie Davis Court. Oh yeah, this is the friend of Badger Mom that was assaulted in Antifa. This is posted about 3 hours ago. So this happened not that long ago. This was today. So let's look at this bit here where she gets actually assaulted by Antifa in Portland. Hang on. Here we go. And she was doing her reporting, whatever, podcasting, showing the video of what's going on there. And there's a dude with a flag, a pole and a flag, and hits her in the face.
Don't hit me. Oh, fuck! She just hit me in the face. Oh my god! She just hit me in the face. I will make you. Fuck you! Put it the fuck down! Put it down, you piece of shit!
And one of the guys with her grabs the pole from the guy and snaps it.
She just assaulted me in the face. He has hit me personally. Obviously, this one. We need to get her identity. We need to unmask her. Yeah, her. Call the police.
Purple glasses.
Call the police. Call 911.
Yeah, right. As you well know, the police aren't going to come down there to the ICE building in Portland at all. So, you know, if you're going to call the police, it's probably not going to do you any good. But, yeah, craziness. The Antifa dudes at Union Station keep screaming that President Trump is a racist who endorses violence. This is another bit here. Let's take a look at this one here.
For each other and unite together in condemnation of hatred, bigotry, and violence. We must rediscover the bonds of love and loyalty that bring us together as Americans. Racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and other hate groups that are repugnant to everything we hold dear as Americans.
See, See, Trump is not only calling out the right, or sorry, the left, but the right as well. You know, the KKK. Well, I guess that was originally the Democrats that started it. But you know, whether you're a white supremacist, I guess that would be a right-wing hate group, whatever. It doesn't matter whether you're on the right or the left. A hate group is a hate group, and they need to be called out. There's no doubt about it.
We are a nation founded on the truth that all of us are created equal for each other and unite together in condemnation.
So yeah, that's I don't know where that is. In front of the White House or something there going on. I never saw that bit before, but interesting stuff going on here. Here's another clip here. Let's check this one out here. This is in Portland. Oh, what's going on here is the lady that we were watching earlier at the beginning of my show here today was being surrounded and hassled and whatever, kind of abused by the crowd, by the Antifa people in front of the ICE building in Portland. And the guy that you see in the middle of this photo with the white hat on and the American flag, he got pissed off seeing that she was being attacked. So he came down there to help her out. So that's what this is all about here.
He's brave.
It's actually, and you can see Nick in there too, in that photo, who got chased away by the Antifa dude. But this guy here, I saw this and I thought, holy shit, this guy is pretty brave to be right in the middle of an Antifa event, whatever, with the American flag, being a patriot type guy. And I'm really surprised that he didn't get attacked, but he's a pretty big guy, and he's got a pretty big wife that was, or girlfriend that was there with him.
AOC. No, not the organization. APAC, AOC, all of them. All of them. All of them.
So this is the man. He came down because he saw us being mobbed, and he brought his wife with him. It's like so brave of them. It's so brave of them. They decided to stand up and do something. I love it. I love this.
That's the voice of Honey Badger Mom.
See that?
Or he came out there to help them out.
Okay, but if you want the war to stop and you want a free Palestine, how can we not protest the AOC? No, not the organization. APAC, AOC, all of them. All of them. All of them.
So this is the
And he's having a bit of discourse with them there. And yeah, it's just pretty weird. I don't know whether it's maybe there's not that many Antifa out there middle of the week or whatever. I think this was like yesterday when this was actually happening. But yeah, we'll see here as time goes on. Things get more heated up at the ICE building there in Portland on the weekends, like on a Friday and a Saturday night. During the middle of the week, there aren't as many of them that come out, I guess, because they have to be at the barista first thing in the morning. But yeah, we'll just keep watching and see. Here's enjoy 2 minutes and 50 seconds of Antifa getting their asses handed to them. Let's check this out here. This is interesting stuff here. Oh boy. Action City. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not going to play this audio here, but I'll just watch the events here a little bit. Now, you can see these guys are violent guys. They're always looking for a fight. It doesn't matter where they are, whether it's over in the UK, whether it's in Chicago or Portland or LA or whatever, all over the place. But you can see that they're definitely wanting to fight people all over the place. This is them getting their, like it says, their asses handed to them. Let's watch some of these things here. I think one of these here was maybe in Canada even. I remember there was a case of a guy they called the tin that's a tin can man. That's in Toronto, I think. There, he hit him with a tin pan in the head there on that shot there. This is going back a few years now, so this is somebody put a bunch of clips together of Antifa getting kind of pummeled all over the place. Hopefully we don't get in trouble on YouTube for showing this. This is generally speaking okay to show on X or one of the other platforms or a Rumble or something, but YouTube is a little bit tough when it comes to showing violence. They don't like to show too much violence, but we're not showing violence. We're showing, like what Antifa is all about. Like, look at the kind of stuff that these guys do, Just unbelievable. Look at that. Getting hit with the communist flag there. And that starts it. And of course, the guy's fighting, defending himself against being pummeled with the flag there. Oh, that's not a good one there. The guy gets hit by a car there. Wow, unbelievable. Hopefully we're not showing too much. We need some high tension music on this one here. I don't want to get a copyright strike for the music there. It's bad enough that I'm showing you the video here. But yeah, they're really getting it here. Choo choo. Yeah, right, Ryan. Crazy. Red Rover, roll over. Smash. Okay, you don't do that. Come on, look at. That's what happens there. If you hit somebody in the face with the sign, you might get punched out. Oh man, that was a bad clip there. I know I've seen some of these clips myself here. Again, none of what I'm showing you here is organized or set up or whatever. I'm just going over stuff here, just that I've got kind of saved up here. Sorry, Antifa, playtime is over, and yes, 1,000% voted for this. So here's another case. You hear those pepper bullets going off there. I think this, I'm not sure. This is either, I'm going to say that it's probably in Chicago, maybe is where this was, because it seems to me that these are ICE officials, whatever, and there are only two places where stuff has been going on, like majorly like this, as being in Chicago and in Portland. But I think that it's going to be either one of the two places. I have to be careful because I'll get a misinformation strike if I say something and it's not it for sure, but they'd be going at it. LA, Portland, and Chicago. So I think it might probably be Chicago. And you can hear those pepper guns going off there. Again, they're shooting off either one of two things there. Well, three things. Could be smoke bombs, but usually not like boom, 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 boom like that. But either it's going to be those rubber bullets that they have, so-called rubber bullets, or pepper balls are the kind of things that they like firing off with those weapons. Okay, here's ICE clears Antifa in Portland. Hell yeah. Here we go. Here's a good shot of Portland here.
And if you are violating the rights of citizens that are exercising their First Amendment rights, you are subject under 18 U.S. Code 242, depriving American citizens of their rights under full authority. That is a major felony. And you won't be arrested for it today and not next month, but you will eventually be called to court. One day while you are sitting.
See, and what I'm seeing here, because I've been watching a lot of this stuff. Hey, Portabonza, good to see you in there. Anybody else that I missed? Good to see everyone in there. Thanks a lot for the subs here today. If anyone is watching here tonight and you want to watch me, and I'll be doing more lives, showing you live footage. That's what we kind of specialize in here, and showing you live. Right now, these are because the live stuff is kind of over here. So we're showing a bit of recap of stuff that's happened in the past. But sub up to us if you're just watching in the background and you want to see us when we're live again, and turn on that bell so that you can tell when we go live the next time. Turn the bell on and you won't miss the next time we go live. But what I'm seeing, being watched and covering, stuff going on in Portland, in Seattle, in LA, and in other parts of the country, is that in the past, especially with the ICE people in the last little while, they haven't really been doing too much with arresting people. They've been coming out, opening up the gates. Cars have been going in or going out. But most of the time, they're not, they're pepper balling and, smoke bombing and whatever, stuff like that. But very, very, very few arrests. And I think the reason for that is that when they do arrest people, they're just plain let out the next day type thing. It's like the cops are like, well, there's why waste doing all the paperwork and stuff like that when nothing ever happens to the people that they arrest. So, but it seems like now that Trump has come up with this deeming Antifa to be a terrorist organization, that now you're starting to see that they're arresting a few people. I'm a little bit disappointed in that we're not seeing more people being arrested, honestly, but at least they're arresting a few, where they're going out and they're picking off the odd person that's causing them a little more trouble than the others. And like you just saw there, where they're pulling them back in. So it's good to see that. But but I personally, and I'm up here in Canada, so I don't have anything in the whole thing. You guys down in the States, or if you're a right winger in the States, you're probably more apt to say you want to see more people getting arrested. And I would agree that we're not seeing enough people getting arrested. We need to see more. Antifa is a pretty bad organization. Anybody that is out there for violence, and let's face it, these people are there to overthrow the government, right? They're not good people, and they're going to do it using violence. They've said exactly what they're going to do, and they need to be taken out before that actually happens. There's no doubt about it.
In your shitty little apartment, the knock will come at 5 in the morning. The knock will come at 5 in the morning, and it will be the FBI. They're going to be calling your ass.
These ladies are in ribbon skirts and Native American here, saying these men are weak. Touching the blue line seems very unwise, but we all have different.
Can you see that that girl that's standing there with that staff right here. Take a look. There's a staff right here. And, you know, she's standing there. This is a girl there. Well, girl, guy, whatever. But identifies as a female, I believe. But, you know, to bring something like this to a protest, a big stick, you know, like, why are you doing that? You know, like, what's the purpose of that? You know, answer me that
Touching
question.
the blue line seems very unwise, but, you know, we all have different risk tolerance. I wish this was live.
I'll look over there and take you out.
And wokeness. ICE clears out the streets in Portland. What's that one? Antifa. Oh, what is this about Antifa here? What is Antifa? What is Antifa? A decentralized, leaderless movement composed of loose collection of groups, networks, and individuals who are vigorously opposed. Opposed to what? Opposed to fascism and focused on countering the right-wing extremists, both online and on the ground. While some Antifa adherents have engaged in violence or vandalism at rallies and events, this is not the typical thing that happens. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. It's like most of the time some kind of violence does happen when they're involved. You know, this is bullshit here. Yeah, and actually this is some kind of a bit here about the turning point here. The Charlie Kirk organization was kind of against stuff like that. So yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, what's this? Oh, somehow the Palestinians got pumped in there. I don't know how that happened. Laura Loomer doing one. Yeah, we'll just keep the Palestinians out of it here tonight, and trying to just stick to Antifa. Oh, Los Angeles. Oh yeah, this is a good clip here. This is
instantly like a cup of freaking noodles.
Los Angeles.
Look, you have every right to protest.
Los Angeles
you have
thing
every
here.
right to be out there voicing your concerns. But when you start blocking roads, get violent, start.
This is a good one here. Hang on. This is in L.A. Watch what happens here.
So stunning, so brave. This man is an anti-ICE protester, but now becomes a freaking terrorist. But booyah, justice is served instantly like a cup of freaking noodles. Look, you have every
He
right
goes
to protest.
down.
You have every right to be out there voicing your concerns. But when you start blocking roads, get violent, start burning shit down, this is the end result. You on the ground crying like a bitch for everyone to see, and now ending up with the fucking ludicrous cam.
Bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch.
So stunning, so brave. This man is an anti.
Gotta love it. Once in a while they get taken down. Yeah, I'm not sure what's with these people either. They're like a little bit off, you know. They're always complaining, and you know, this is from Frontline USA here. Let's see this little bit here coming in. I'm currently outside of the Federal ICE facility in Portland, where Antifa members are starting to get arrested tonight. This was posted 2 hours ago.
You ripped it out of my hands. You ripped my hands out. You ripped my hands. You ripped it out of my hands. You ripped my hands out. You ripped my
The protester is telling the cop, "Don't touch me." Meanwhile, it's the protesters that are, kind of accosting the cops there. But as you can see, they've got a girl, as it appears right here, or a guy, one or the other, and kind of arrest. Looks like an arrest going down there for whatever reason. Not sure what happened, but there's that look on her face that's like, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. Why are you arresting me? Yeah, exactly. What are you doing out there bugging them in the first place, hassling them, and, throwing sticks and whatever else at them? It's like ridiculous what these people are doing. They have to be taken out. Absolutely have to be taken out. Let's see. Osaka, Antifa for saying Japan shouldn't follow the West's mistakes on immigration. Oh, my. Where is this? British people. I don't know where this is here, but this is a Japanese YouTuber here. Yeah, because people call me a racist. And it's real easy because Trudeau basically came out and said because a few years ago when Trudeau was in government in Canada, people were saying, well, there's too many immigrants coming in, and Trudeau stood up and said, well, you're a racist. You're a racist. If you want to talk, in fact, he made people seem like if it didn't matter what you said about immigration, if you talked about immigration, you're a racist, right? So he put that into everyone's mind, into the lefties' minds, right? That, hey, if you ever hear anyone talking about immigration, they're just immediately a racist. Call them a racist, and that's what people are like today. They actually think like that, and you're a racist if you're talking about a particular race, not about immigrants, right? About a particular race, and you're demeaning a particular race, for example. Then I guess you could be a racist. But in our case, we're talking about too many people coming into Canada, right? And it's just the Canadian government that is doing that, and they're probably doing it because they need more voters. The more people they bring in, the more votes they get, right? If the Liberals bring in a whole bunch of immigrants, those people are going to vote for the Liberals. So the whole thing that they're doing is bringing in so many people so they can get so many voters so that they can stay in power longer, right? That's part of the ploy of a government. Don't think that they don't do that, and don't a few years ago, not that long ago, railroaded, but anyways, this is a guy in talking about it in Japan. British people, Germans, French, and Americans are telling us not to make the same mistake. Japanese YouTuber in Osaka. Oh, this is in Japan. He's surrounded and attacked by Antifa for saying Japan shouldn't follow the West's mistakes on immigration. Yeah, okay. A lot of countries think those are mistakes. I would agree.
いや普通にまたもんじゃないよ普通に。というのもイギリスもアメリカも移民によって治安が悪くなってますと。治安が悪くなってますと。で、同じミスを犯さないようにってイギリス人もドイツ人もフランス人もアメリカ人も言ってますと。それを学んで今日本は移民は 3% です。これが 10%、20% 超えてきたら僕たちの子供とか女性がされます。ね、殺人も増えますからそうなる前に反対してるんですから彼らは。どうぞ。彼らはそう思わないです。ね。別に俺が海外8年いました。で、外国人大好きです。ただ、日本には日本のルールがあるし、入れるんなら、ね、あんまりしっかり質のいい外国人を入れるべきなんですよ。何が質のいい外国人じゃお前は。質のいい外国人をお前が判断するなよ。何が違法外国人。
So the guy in the hat here is your Antifa. What the guy was just saying was just there's too much immigration. Or we shouldn't have so much immigration, 2% or something like that. 2 or 3% is getting to be too much. And this guy is an Antifa dude here.
当たり前じゃないですか。これですよ。お前が不法外国人で今回あげてみ。誰のことや。ほら。誰のことや。 会話できないんです。感情的なんです。会話できない。僕は会話がしたい。お前が判断するな。負けずが。
Gee, look familiar? The same playbook, Antifa, all over the world. Ah, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Oh, yeah. It's weird how it's happening all over the world. Not just in the US of A, not just in Canada, in Australia, Japan, in UK, in France, all over the place. These guys are all over, and they want communism. Well, okay, this is what the whole thing is. Okay, let me tell you what it is. They want communism. Okay, they want Marxism. They want the governments of the world to be overthrown, and it doesn't matter where it is in the world, right? That's what their goal is, right? You think that they're like anti-ICE or whatever, no, they want more immigrants to come in, right? And they want those immigrants to be communists. They want them to get on the bandwagon with them and to become communists. And they want to take out capitalism, right? Because they don't believe in capitalism at all. They don't believe in any kind of a government at all, right? Because you can't have like a Western style democracy like we have. So you got to take out the government, and you can't have ownership of any property. That's what capitalism is, and capitalism represents you owning something, right? So abolish ownership of anything. You should just be renting from some sort of a collective and not from any corporation or individual or anything like that. And they just want to take over the entire world and impose their way of life. And apparently the collective way of life will be so much better for everybody, because then everyone will be equal. Of course, you'll have nothing, right? And you will be happy, right? You will own nothing, but you'll be happy. That's what the whole thing is all about. Yeah, the Marx, yeah, exactly. But it's like the collective. It's the collective thing where everybody owns everything, and you don't have ownership of anything, right? That's what they really want, and they want to abolish the democratic type of government where you vote people in and things like that, like we have, right? Which is, I think, the best way of doing it, because if you don't like the government, you can always vote them out, right? But with their way of doing things, I don't know. It's just not right in my way of thinking. I've actually traveled to communist countries in the past, and they're not good at all. Communist countries are terrible places to live. They're backwards. You don't have the things that we have in this modern society. Like, they didn't have like great computers or electronic devices or even tractors. The farmers are out there plowing their fields with horses, and this is like back in the 80s, in the 70s. It was the 70s. I was in communist countries, and it was the lifestyle was so far back compared to what we see over here that it's unbelievable. So why these people want that to happen, I don't know. But you can't have people overthrowing the government. And the one thing that the governments of this world, and in fact, I know that the Canadian government is so afraid of, is having somebody come up and try and overthrow them. And that's why they thought that the convoy that happened was somehow a communist thing that was trying to overthrow the government. And the convoy absolutely was not trying to overthrow the government. That's just plain bullshit. But Trudeau was deathly afraid that the convoy was going to overthrow his government, right? And that's why he came out right away. As soon as he heard that there was a convoy, he's like, "Oh, you're a bunch of terrorists," you know. He, pointed us and starts branding us, people that were in the convoy, as being terrorists and stuff like that, to try and a bunch of other stuff as well, to like blacklist the whole thing, to make him look bad, whatever, so that the whole country would be against the whole thing, right? That's what he did, racist and every name in the book, and it's hey, as far as I'm concerned, Trudeau's a lefty, so of course lefties are going to be calling people names. That's their only way to try and get their way, is to just name call. But at the end of the day, that's what this Antifa thing is all about. It's about getting rid of our way of life, and doing something that we don't like, right? So I'm not for that at all. We need to live a good life the way we see it right here. I like being a democratic country, or living in a democratic country. I don't necessarily like the left side of things. I don't like what the lefties are doing. But that's my opinion. Here's another one here where Antifa, for the first time in 3 months, Portland police are making arrests. This is September the 29th. So again, like I say, they are making arrests, not that many, but they are picking off a few here and there with every time they go out. Not very many. I suppose they can't arrest, like 10 people at once, but as long as they're picking off a few, and as the protests go on, then what you're going to see is that more and more people are going to be kind of disillusioned and not wanting to be going out to these protests, and it might end up finishing. You think that'll eventually happen? I don't know if it will. Good question. Hard to say. Portland resident walks by Antifa terrorists and calls them effing idiots.
Fucking idiots! Goddamn morons! Fucking morons! Fucking morons!
Hey, look it. I'll tell you what. If you're gonna do that, you better be a big guy. You know what I mean? Don't be a little pipsqueak midget or something like that if you're going to be calling them effing morons, because I'll chase you down and beat the hell out of you. But they weren't going to go after this guy.
Fucking morons! Fucking morons!
Gary, hey, good to see you. Came in at the right time, right when the dude was able to tell him off there. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Effing morons. That's what they are, for sure. Antifa gets embarrassed. What? By a conservative girl? Uh-oh. Let's see. We gotta see this one here. Hang on. This one might be good. Let's see why he gets embarrassed here. Hang on. Check this one out.
100% Antifa, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't know his name. Anonymous. Okay, let's go talk to him. Hi, guys. What are y'all here protesting today? You look mad. Your body language says you're mad. What are you guys protesting today? Anybody want to get their message out? All right, let's go for a walk. Let's go! Comrades, woo! All right, this is a very cool group of comrades we have right here. We're gonna end private property. We're gonna fight the power. Yeah, communism. Woo! We hate private property. I gotta cover my face. Woo! I'm so strong. I'm not a coward. Woo! Hey guys, don't try to pick on us. We don't have very big muscles. They're not very big. So, no. Then they know who we are. We don't believe in anything that we actually say. All right, so how are we going to take over capitalism? How are we going to end it? Okay, well, wanting to...
That's actually pretty funny. That was a good one. I like her. Woo! I better cover my face. Yeah. That's the whole thing, is they have to cover their face, because they go in there and they try and do crap, and they don't want anyone to know who did it. So of course they're going to cover their face. But you know what? It's a crime. It's a crime to commit a crime with face coverings on. At least in Canada, it is. It is a crime. And if you are charged, there's additional charges if you commit a crime with a face covering. So, keep that in mind. These Antifa people should be, that's what should be happening to them, right? Is they should be getting that additional, whatever it might be, charge against them for wearing the face mask type thing. So, let's hope that happens at some point in the future where it actually happens. And, just to show you that these guys are not just Antifa, but they're also communists, okay? Because here you can see, here's the whole Antifa crowd out there, and they've got the all cops are bastard symbol there, and the hammer and sickle from the days of communism there in Russia. So, they're embracing that whole thing. They think that that's a better way of life, but it's not a better way of life. I can personally tell you from having visited communist countries that it is a shithole way of life. It is. Come on. You won't even have a Lada. Okay, you won't even own a Lada. If you don't want to have any ownership of anything, well, in Russia, they came up with a pretty garbagey car called a Lada, and you guys will be driving Ladas. That's about the best that you can be driving. In fact, you won't even have that. You'll just be riding on your free bus or something like that. They want free everything, right? So they'll be riding with buses and shit like that. But anyways, you can see how the hammer and sickle. Okay. This is what goes hand in hand, okay? And you guys have heard me say this before. Antifa, communism, labor unions, okay? And like here you have teachers unions, stuff like that, And what are the teachers? They're all lefty. In Canada, you have the NDP, right? The New Democratic Party, which is really, really lefty, which is embedded with the unions. In fact, most unionists, whatever, in Canada vote for the NDP party. And, people say, well, it's sprung out of communism, whatever. So, I don't trust any of that kind of stuff at all. And, of course, your liberals are leaning onto the left side in Canada, and your Democrats are leaning left. And why they support that stuff but they're different though. The Democrats are not communists, though. They're different things. And likewise, the liberals aren't communists, or they're not Antifa, I should say. Democrats are not Antifa, but they're like a little bit further left, than the actual people that are actual Democrats. They're they're a little bit hard to describe because sometimes you have people that are, embedded in the Democrat Party that support the Antifa types out there, like with funding and lawyers and stuff like that. And you hear about it, you hear them talking about that kind of stuff. But typically, people that are in the Democrat Party in the States are not really the Antifa, because the Antifa people, they don't believe in the being a Democrat or a Republican at all. They don't like either side. And we saw that when Biden got into power, Antifa went out and demonstrated in the streets the day after he was elected. So they didn't go for Biden or for Trump. They just don't like any of the modern types of democratic things that we have on the go. Or likewise in Canada, they don't like the progressive conservatives. They don't like the conservatives. They don't like the liberals. But NDP on the other hand are the ones that really support the Antifa types. I find because I see them on that side of the police blockade whenever these protests and stuff like that happen. Anyhow, how's our time going on here? 2 o'clock, 2:09. Let's see, 2:11 Mountain Daylight Time here. It's still daylight time. We have to be changing that up here pretty soon. Mouth of the South, hey, good to see you. Big ups to you. Wow, you're up pretty late there in Ontario. Got Mouth of the South just popping in there. He says, go to bed, sickos. Yeah, I would have to agree with you 100%. But we're having so much fun here, and we've got, 76 people watching on YouTube. I'm showing 192 people on my main counter here. Now, how the hell do we come up with that? Let me see. 115 people on X, and we've got 76 people watching on YouTube, and one person watching on Facebook. Not that many, but we do have a good number of people watching on X here. We're multicasting here tonight. So thanks a lot, everyone on X there that's watching. Do appreciate that. Come on over to YouTube and give us a sub over on YouTube. Tommy Temper Show. Just do a search for Tommy Temper Show on YouTube. And if you're watching tonight, please sub up to the channel. 20% of you are usually not subbed up to the channel, so I do appreciate that. I think I'm going to cut her back here now because it is 2 o'clock in the morning for me here, which is kind of a little bit late for me. I'm going to try and go live when we see some action happening, something happening either in Chicago or LA or Portland or wherever else that an Antifa fight might break, or a hockey game might break out. Yeah, if a hockey game breaks out, we'll bring it to you out there on the streets of somewhere in the States. Not too much happening in Canada. Most of the fights happening up here in Canada or in Toronto or Montreal, but they're pretty sporadic. They're not like timed like they are like every night that it's happening down there in the States. But KP is in there. I'm from Stockton, California. The big cities are Democrats and the rest of the state is largely Republican. Have a good night. Yeah. Oh, well, that's what we find here too in Canada. Same thing. Well, you know what it is? You've got the unions, right? The unions are, at least in Canada, the unions are like part of the cities. Like a lot of the different divisions in the cities are run by the unions, and you have the teachers are run by unions. So, and they're in the big cities, right? And likewise, you have government in Canada. You've got a lot of the government are union workers, right? And they tend to live in the major cities. So that's where you have the lefties are living in the big cities, and the right-wing people are living out in the countryside. I think it's like that in all over the place. But, that being said, you're going to have different states are more Republican than Democrat. And likewise in Canada, you've got some provinces are more conservative than they are liberal. And like down east is mostly liberal, and out west here is a little more conservative. So yeah, that's kind of what we're finding here. 1920s, yeah. Good to see you in there. Big ups to you there. Oh yeah, there's Curly saying, "Yep, Leo must be at work, mouth of the South." Yeah, especially if you're in Ontario, absolutely. Oh, was mouth of the South? He was coming in from on YouTube though today. Sometimes you come in on Facebook there as well. But thanks a lot there, KP. I've subscribed and like your channel. We'll look for you again. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot for the sub. We've got a few subs there on the feed here tonight, which I do appreciate that. Hit that bell, turn the bell on for a notification so that if you're just sitting there not doing anything and you see that notification thing pop up there, you can click and see what's going on there. And if it's us, you can come on over and say hi again. And yeah, other than that, we're going to take it easy and maybe just watch a couple of other YouTube channels there for a few moments before I go to bed. But otherwise, yeah, it's the middle of the night. And look out, they're coming to get you. Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
The show you gotta see, Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why.
Okay, thanks a lot, everyone. Bye-bye for now. Take care. Stay out of trouble. And if you can't stay out of trouble, hey, name it after me.
It's the show you gotta see, Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere, they abound. They abound. It's the show you gotta see, Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere, they abound. They abound. They abound. They abound. They abound. They abound. They abound.
You betcha. Alice, good night. Good night, everyone. Take care. Till next time.
Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere, they abound. They abound. It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere, they abound. 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 Gotta see, Tommy
Where were those trolls tonight? There were a couple.
Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere, they abound.
I think the Canadian trolls go to bed before midnight, though. Probably before 11 o'clock. Luckily. They need their beauty sleep.
They abound. It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere, they abound. It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere, they abound. It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why.
And have a fun hump day.
It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere, they abound. It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere, they abound. It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere, they abound.
I gotta come up with some music.
It's the show you gotta see.
I gotta come up with some music that has a few more lines to it, you know, than just two lines through the whole song. But hey, that was my first try at artificial intelligence on creating some music.
It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy.
Okay, enough already.
It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy. Ask yourself the question why. Conspiracy theories swirl around. Trolls are everywhere they abound. It's the show you gotta see. Tommy Temper is the guy.
Good night, my friends.